I was going to write you a course to follow, and then I remembered that tucked away in a box under my bed I already had plenty of courses that had been written with love already that I could share. Back in the early 90s, I was in my early 20s and my life was at a transition stage. Lots of things had gone before and many years panned out, or supposedly panned out, in front of me, and I was questioning everything. I was at one of those in between one way of being and another stages. A state of transition, I suppose. I used to get cheap magazines from the market where they had loads of second-hand bookstores, and recently to that time I had started that thing where you open a random book at a random page and see if there's a mystical message for you. I can't remember what magazine it was, perhaps a Fortean Times probably, and in the back there was an ad that read, "Would you like to be a wonder worker?" And I thought I would, and without hesitation I signed up for it. It was very cheap. I can't remember how cheap it was, but it must have been extremely cheap because it didn't feel like I had 2 pennies spare to scratch together at the time. But I signed up for it and I waited expectantly for my introduction to the course package to come. Those packages of little booklets used to come once a fortnight, and I would be waiting and looking forward to them every time. I'm getting a bit emotional now because I can remember how that felt even now. The joy at receiving them was so strong. The writer of the course was a person called Bernard. That's what they signed off as. That's all I knew. He died in 1994, and when he did, he sent to all of his student family a number of courses that he had written that I hadn't got round to ordering. So he sent them to me and sent others to the other members of the student family with a note saying that all the courses were now for sharing. So I never met this person, but I felt loved by them the entire time, and strangely enough I still feel loved by them. Anyway, life started to move in different directions and I got busy on the next stage of my journey, which now included my amazingly wonderful, beautiful daughter. And so over the years I've kept these booklets comfortingly close, but undelved, as it were. And so now I thought I would share them with you. I'm going to jump in with the Golden Gate course, but for those of you that take to these lessons, may I suggest that you start at the beginning, which very fortunately for all of us, as much of the course material that has been gathered and donated by members of Bernard's student family is on a wonderful website called the thought-bricks.com. It's the links below. There it'll tell you a little bit about who Bernard actually was. To quote that page, Bernard was a Christian mystic and mystical teacher who died sometime around 1994. For some decades he operated the Thought Bricks Teaching Centre as a correspondence school from Alton and Launceston, England. And if you click on his name on there, it will tell you a bit more. And also on that site you can read up other courses and download all the charts instantly that I and many, many, many others waited and waited with impatience, excitement and joyful. I feel that Bernard would love us to continue to share his insights to help us all become the abundant offspring of the divine that we are. I hope you love these lessons and get exactly what you need from them. Oh, and get a notebook and take notes. And if you can, do take the time between the lessons to contemplate them. I think that probably, he did that for a reason, it probably helps. When you can mull things over, you can find little nuggets in them that you miss, can't you? So anyway, much love. I hope you enjoy. Namaste.